Hey folks, good evening. How are you all doing? Today we're going to look at a very underrated juice. Okay, it's going to be from, as you can see from the title, it's gonna be from the house of Nikos. I think it's called Sculpture. Okay, I have a small bottle here. I believe it's a 50 ml or a 30 ml rather. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's a 30 ml bottle which I've been owning for a very long time. It's about a decade almost, and the juice is pretty much here, as you can see. Not much juice left, but I used quite a bit of this stuff, and then still so much still there after almost a decade. So yeah, smells absolutely fantastic, right? And I'll be talking about this, and I'll tell you why this is a very great value for money fragrance. All right. So first of all, few things away. It is actually 1:30 past midnight, like not 1:30 past midnight. It's 1:30 a.m. What's wrong with me? So I just thought, because tomorrow morning we'll be going with my friends. We'll be going into that village to get some fresh milk. Our trip, it's like uh, before the winter ends, we have to go there. Maybe I'll do a short review from the place. All right. So for that, I have to sleep early. So as you can see, 1:30 already, not early anymore. So yesterday, what happened? I was supposed to go and return the other bottle, the Eternal Love, of Brother Ubaid. I went to meet him, and guess what? We were sitting, exchanging giving back the bottle, and he returned my light blue for men. So he was like very happy with. We both have very happy with our swap. I got the Obsession, and he took my Declaration. So it was a good swap, right? It was a great experience, and get to know that guy. And we're talking, we're sitting, and suddenly it was not actually a meeting. We're not supposed to. Not It's not a good smellers meeting. It's just like two brothers meeting. Suddenly, brother Shafi calls and says, "Hey, bro, where are you?" I'm like, "We're sitting in Dhanmondi, where we met last time." And he's like, "I'm in the area." So I'm like, "Okay, great, join us." And he was like, "Oh, okay." So then, guess what? Three bros meet up, talk. It went great, right? So we had a lot of discussion. One of the discussion was like maybe to benefiting a lot of people in Bangladesh, in the community, especially Bangladeshis. We are planning to do this. Sometimes buying a whole bottle of a fragrance can be a little expensive in Bangladesh, given the retail prices are, to get original fragrances, more likely you have to pay the retail prices, because many places are offering fakes and stuff, so you don't want to do that, right? So to get original bottle, you have to pay around 8,000, 10,000, all the way to 25,000 taka, which is very expensive. So which is equivalent to like 500, 600 US dollars, like no, 500, 600 ringgit, maybe upwards of 150 US dollars. So not everyone can afford that, and not everyone want like a full bottle. Like for example, like if you have a 125 ml of juice, you may not end up using all of it. So it's better if you just keep as just the amount you need, maybe 20 or 30 ml, and then you can decant and then sell the stuff or share it with the other members in the community, whoever is interested. So you can just talk about a fragrance. Let's see, if you don't want a full bottle, someone can bring. Rest we can just pay. You can get a little bit, so you can share the juice. We can save the cost, and that guy can buy another bottle. We can share that. So process is ongoing. So yeah, that's a great way. So I think it was very nice idea of Brother Ubaid. So Brother Ubaid, thank you. Right. Next one was he brought a few perfume oils, and then from last time, and then he brought couple, right? One smell like Pakuraban Black Excess, and the other one is this one, which I borrowed from him to review. This one I absolutely love, and this one actually supposedly mirror image perfume oil, pure perfume oil, not very expensive at all. This is like 10 ringgit, so that would be like somewhere I don't know, 4 point, like not 4, like 2 point something US dollars. That much you pay for this much juice, all right, 5 ml or so. So this perfume oil smells, Brother Ubaid, he smelled the Tom Ford Tuscan leather. He said this is very close to that, and he has one also that is very close to tobacco vanille. So I haven't smelled any of those Tom Ford fragrances either too, but he did. He lived in overseas, so he tried those. He told me this smells exactly almost like 80% of that. And guess what? I don't know if they're similar or not. I sniffed it and I put it on my skin, all right, which I'm gonna put once again after the shower. Just took a shower a while ago, and this thing, so beastly, so beautiful. And then the leather, guys, recently something's really happening. I really am digging the leather note. Leather, booze, anything to do with incense, something dark, patchouli, something mysterious, something that, like bit woody, not oud, but woodsy, like mahogany woods, something agar wood. So I'm kind of like liking those woody vibes. So this one belongs to that boozy sort of like leather and a little bit sweet fruitiness. Very, very playful, little bit of cardamom, I think, little bit of ginger, some sort of I don't know what are the notes in Tuscan leather, but this is amazing. This is just mind-blowing. I'm loving this. If this one smells like Tuscan leather, I can see the hype. So I'm going to be keeping this for some time. I'm going to talk about this maybe one of the videos, so I'm just keeping it. Thanks, brother Wed, once again. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a two-part thing. Very quickly, I'm going to give you the review for this fragrance because I want to make it very quick, and then we're going to talk about few topics that was supposed to be discussed yesterday but I didn't, right? So let's go. First of all, this fragrance, okay? I don't have a box for this, so I have only the bottle. The history of this bottle is just like my uncle gifted the Sikya Obsession to my dad. The same uncle, he gifted him the, I think the subsequent year, this one, and I, guess what, took it. My dad doesn't wear that many sweet fragrances, so I was like, interesting one. So I kept it. This fragrance was in my car, this fragrance was in my house, work, everywhere. This was like my go-to guy if I need to just reapply my cologne in Malaysia. All right, so this one is a EDT concentration, and the name is Nikos Sculpture Homme, okay, and then the release is 1995. So it's classified as, they say officially in Fragrantica, it's citrus floral aromatic. I don't really see what way, but this is very difficult fragrance. There are few fragrances you cannot actually classify. Like I cannot classify the fragrance ultraviolet, the ultra something, ultraviolet, I think. Yeah, it's from Paco Rabanne. There's this, you have to press sideways, that beautiful discontinued fragrance. I don't know what that smells like. I don't know the classification. So this one, I'll tell you what it smells like and what is similar to, what are the purpose for this. All right, so the concentration is EDT. You can find this in 50, 30 and 100 ml. Okay, it goes bigger, you know, with the height if you get the bigger bottle. So I hear often the 100 ml bottle is difficult to sit. I saw Greggy Boy is trying to like sit it, and then it's like it's falling off, because I think because of the, I don't know, the science was not right. So the bottle actually doesn't stand very securely, but this one for me works fine. All right, it sits. So the price for this is the high point for this. This one, it can be had for very, very cheap price. You can get it pretty much from $10 upwards, 20, maximum $25 for the biggest bottle, for a full bottle of a fragrance, quality fragrance. All right, and it's like not new. So yeah, I think for me this is one of a very hidden gem kind of a fragrance. All right, many people talk about it. I think Chad talked about it, few other reviewers, but then this one didn't get the love that it deserved. All right, so the notes in this are bergamot, orange, cedar, tonka bean, ambroxan, which they say ambergris, but no way it can be ambergris, because ambergris, the whole fragrance, even if you sell a few 100 bottles, you cannot get ambergris. And then benzoin, and then I believe there's some sort of amber in this. All right, so presentation wise, let me show you. The bottle is like this. When you stand, make it stand like this, and it's supposed to know, as you know, make it look like a sail. So you're going on an ocean and you have a sail on your boat and stuff on the ocean, middle of the ocean, and then yeah, something like that. So it has that tooth kind. If you know Roca's man, it has a tooth kind. It can be also seen like a vampire tooth or a rock. Okay, so there is a man, I think there's a lion. I don't know, it feels like British, but it's not British, it's made in France. So there's some sort of lion, and then this sculpture Homme. So yeah, as well as like the cap, nothing much. It's like this, like plastic, but quite, you know, sturdy. All right, the sprayer is right here. It sprays nice, quite strong juice, but I'll show you the sprayer. So as you can see, sprayer is great. Sprayer works fine, and oh my god, my room is filling up. All right, with this beautiful aromatic fragrance, very aromatic fragrance. And this one, I think he bought it from China or somewhere, I'm not quite sure, but then it's original one, but there's some sort of local sticker there, and then the information you're looking for is here, and then there is a, you cannot see, I think probably, yeah, here is your batch code or serial number rather. Yeah, so it's EDT 30 ml blah blah. So quite, I mean, unique presentation. I like it. Looks quite cool in my presentation, and I didn't get rid of the bottle just like many of my older bottles. All right, so I like this juice. So for presentation, I will give this like a 7 out of 10. Quite cool presentation. So let's get into how this smells. All right, smell wise, this one is a very strong smell. The classification they put is citrus, floral, aromatic, bergamot, orange. I mean, yes, there are few, I mean, if you really look at it, you can actually imagine maybe there is something. Let me spray it on the paper. Let me remind myself, because I'm wearing that perfume oil, I don't want to ruin it. Very beautiful scent. So yeah, when it opens, get a little bit of alcohol feel, which is all right, because of the price. Sometimes have that feel. So give it some time. Yeah, within seconds the alcohol is gone. So yeah, you get the first opening you get is very much sweet. There is hardly any orange or bergamot or citrus. I mean, I don't find any. It maybe it's just all I'm getting in the opening is this sweetness. It's like industrial sweetness, which is very smells a bit synthetic, but it's like that one fragrance that reminds me of, or rather two. If you know Pakoraban 1 million, it has that feel of that. All right, maybe they have the blood orange in that, so they think this one may also have. Not the case. All right. So other one I think I sniffed long time ago is 24 Gold Scent Story. The golden bottle smells like very raspberry, sort of a fruity, candied, woody, that sort of amberish fragrance. This one remind me of that. I don't have 24 Gold. I am looking for a bottle. I had it like long time ago. I sniffed it, right? So yeah, that sort of opening. Be very, very fresh, bright, feels like the daytime. I think this is more like a daytime scent. And the smell also, I mean, yeah, it feels like ambroxan somehow. If you know Sauvage, that strong ambroxan note that projects, yes, this one feels like that. I know I'm not kidding you, like Sauvage and this people like her Sauvage. Sometimes cheap fragrance can offer you a lot more than you can imagine, all right? So yeah, that beautiful sweetness of 24 Gold Scent Story, little bit of Pakoraban 1 million and mixed with Sauvage. That's the opening I get from this. So you can see now you're getting interested in this, yeah, isn't it? So yeah, the sweetness is very, very potent. This one, I believe, in the season wise, you shouldn't spray this on the hotter days. This one, they say it's more like a summer day fragrance, more like a hotter climate fragrance. I think this is more built for your autumn, fall, winter, and the potency of this juice can easily make it in winter scent. Very, very sweet, very potent. Never spray this in your car. Even though I had it in my car, I sprayed it one time. I remember my whole car smelled like this perfume for the whole night. All right, sometimes not a good thing. You can get a headache from it. So it's not sickeningly sweet. You just have to know how to apply this. You have to go just 1 to 2 sprays of this. That's it. One on your neck, maybe back of your neck here, and one on your arm, and you tap. That's it. All right, that's enough. If you really have to project, go one on the shirt. That's it. Don't wear 5, 6, 10 sprays of this. You're gonna be really turning hands in for bad reasons. All right. So yeah, then the opening is pretty much uniform all the way through. It doesn't have that much transformation. Very uniform scent. Very like what is. Some people told me try this scent already. I already had this for a long time, so I know this for scent for more than a decade. All right. So yeah, and it's like pretty much, as you can see, there's very thick glass in this, which I really like. Looks very well constructed bottle. Bit odd though, because it's thin on the side, but yeah. So yeah, opening is like that. Bit industrial, bit ambroxan, bit of the sweetness, very candied sweetness. Very feels like it's gonna be another one of your clubbing scent, which actually has a performance. If you put this next to current formulation of 1 million, this is gonna beat 1 million very, very easily. All right. So price wise, you cannot beat this. 1 million cannot beat this. 1 million is going to cost you at least 50, 60 US dollars. Compared to that, 10, $20. What are you going to lose? Give it a try, all right? So longevity on this is very, very good. I'm going to give this 8 out of 10. For the smell, the mead, it will be more towards the tonka bean sweetness and little bit cedar. It feels like little bit, if you know, a little bit like, I'm not going to say mahogany woods. That one I smell. Not going to be so boozy. There's no boozy note in this. The sweetness pretty much clean and fresh, white, maybe linen shirt or something like fresh laundry. That feel is there. Fresh, clean sweetness. If you can imagine those two. Usually the sweet fragrances are more like your, heavy winter breeze. Maybe because of that clean feel, like a little bit of Prada Amber Intense, Prada Amber, that sort of clean feel from this. All right. So altogether, it makes it quite interesting scent. Uniform, but quite interesting. You can wear this for casual. I would say for cooler weather, better. If summer, cooler nights, okay? If you go for classes, if you're a student, if you're on a budget, you can definitely get this fragrance. Very, very good value for money. and then also the whole day it will last. You just need maybe middle of the day one respray, that's it. 8 hours, easily 8 hours longevity, very very good. Projection, very good. It will go around in the air. I'm gonna say like Jeremy says, if it lingers around in the air. I like how he says that. So yeah, if there's a little bit air and there's air conditioning and everything, this is gonna take the smell to next people. It's not a skin scent at all. It's not shy at all. So yeah, very very cool fragrance in that way. So can be going for clubbing. You can try it for the maybe casual, as in like shopping, and then a little bit windy, breezy day, and then sort of like, I don't know, the 24 gold has that woody, raspberry, deep sweetness, like very deep vibe. This scent gives me that vibe. All right, so a lot of good things from a lot of solid fragrances. All right, the names I already gave you, very very solid names. All right, so the juice, as I mentioned, is very very underrated. All right, I feel this doesn't get that much love or attention because of the company itself is not that well known. All right, if you can find this as a tester, just give it a try on your skin or your shirt. Go around, walk around, and do let me know what you get from this. If you know 24 gold, if you let me know if you find any similarity between that and this one. A lot of similarities between the two fragrances. All right, and this one, since it didn't get the hype, the price is still the same. Right, so this, if you think of sweet fragrances, one last thing before I give the concluding remark. If you think of Homme, which is a sweetness amped up to like on steroids, if that one is 10, this is 8. Very very intense, right? So for overall mark, I'm gonna give this a very good mark. All right, because forget about the company, forget about the name, don't fall for the name or the price. Oh, it's cheap, David O'Connor is cheap, so it's a cheap fragrance. Oh, Bentley Intense was once like what, cheap. Midnight Paris was cheap. Now people got the hype, they hear the hype, oh shit, now the prices have gone up. 70 pounds for Bentley Intense. Now it's a niche fragrance, isn't it? You little fuck. I don't want to say bad words, but you little devils, you guys should know, right? What is quality? Never ever go for quality thinking it's cheap fragrance is not quality. This is quality, my friend. I'm gonna give this 9 out of 10. That high mark because of the performance. This is a solid performer for entry level fragrance or something sweet fragrance for winter, whole day. Look at this. All right, so very high mark from me. All right, love this fragrance, never gonna get rid of it. Okay, if I run out of it, I'll buy one more bottle. So thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna do a separate video, cannot make it because getting too long, and the topic would be in that video 10 topics, like contradictory ideas. Like some people, I talked about this yesterday, some people find good smell is worthy, some people find its performer is important. So those some of this opposite ideas, we're going to be talking about that in the next episode. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and thank you for all the support, guys. Every single of you who supported me, awesome, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Good night.